7. I had to do something. I had to take a little chart. Welcome to the stream. Like, subscribe, and
I've prepared my cuttings. The reports didn't do this world justice. It's ethereal.
Director Addison? No personal appearance? It might have been an outpost.
Thank you, but no. I prefer climate control to these extremes. Given the planet's significance to the Angara, it's appropriate that we assist, but not place an outpost. And the stability you brought? I received a thank you from Aya. That may be the first time I've heard those words in Andromeda.
After the Cat and what they've seen of the Exiles, we had to be at our best.
We've had precious few examples of that. Pathfinder might be getting close. Havarl helps. Outpost or not, we're gaining. We need another, but we're gaining. It's promising, and a lot of people have noticed. And there's another matter, a ceremonial one. A statement for the archives.
Is this really the time?
Pathfinder was always a symbol. Like outpost flags hanging in the commons, the people need a connection to reality on the ground. Address them, Pathfinder. What did this mean?
We're not just here to survive, to scramble for resources. We came to research and explore. Havarl is made for that. And everything we learn about it helps not just us, but the Angara as well.
Into the books, Pathfinder. Addison out.
There we go. Got us some 96, boys. But besides that, I'm gonna do this side mission. Try to use my platinum titanium while I'm here. I don't know anything, so try to teach me. So why you trying to bite me? I don't give a shit about
Cat!
Ryder, Thordia lives near here. She's our best lead for finding Aksul.
Think she'll talk to us?
It'll take some convincing, but I think so. Protect Thordia!
Locked. I'll override it.
Don't come any closer.
Oh dear. Where you?
Rokar. They died fighting.
Aksul must have sent them to watch over Thordia.
Don't touch me.
You need medical attention.
It's too late for that. I made sure of it.
Your wounds, they're self-inflicted?
The cat. I can't go back. I won't. Oh.
Hush now, sister. The cat are dead. They can't take you. We won't let them.
You sound like him. So confident. So sure.
You mean Exul?
He saved me. Gave me a chance to live. And die on my own terms.
We need to find him, Thalia. Ishare, brave one.
We're no closer to Axul.
Her devotion to him surprised me. I don't think anyone affiliated with the Rokar will help us. The only other person who could reach him is the Moshai.
Another reason to rescue her.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, more people to the stream. Thanks, guys. Playing more dudes. Kinda want this to get this back, but I kinda don't. Lithium. Yeah, I need the CD. Ooh, damn, that looks nice. This looks a little weird. Damn.
Oh, welcome. New supplies, fresh from the Nexus, and a few from my secret partners. Plan to build the first Angara Nexus trading company. Lone Star Enterprises. Gotta remember where I started, you know. Hey, you want to be an early investor?
You've got real ambition, I'll give you that.
Buy something and I'm one step closer.
Ooh, jeez. Initiative tech.
spiral. Reg is yours, Pathfinder.
Ryder, could we chat?
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny, a few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now
Citadel.
it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Everyone's really working to get the Nexus on its feet.
Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
The Angara live with it, and so can we.
And if every one of our colonists was an ace pilot, I wouldn't be worried. If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.
Okay. What a weirdo we got here. I actually gotta go to the Nexus. Kind of stuck. There we go.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Sorry, I got it. Jesus.
You missed your appointment. Again.
Uh-oh, someone's in trouble. I had a good read. I don't think she would.
How long does it...
Depends how you apply yourself. With your mind, you'd be adept in a few weeks.
Damn, Ryder, you just missed a good show. One of the alarms malfunctioned, and we thought it was an attack. It didn't take long to figure it out, but in that time, they managed to scramble at least half the station's defenses.
That's quick. They've been running drills?
Something like that. My point is, they've got their act together, and that's a good thing.
The main reason I'm here is to go finally
lighter weapons fire, but heavy grade weapons, not so much.
Still
Can I
missing
help
some
you with
parts.
anything?
Damn it.
What up, dude? I'm doing some math real quick. Some math, doing some math. 30 plus 80.
Hey everyone, I'm Marinda. With Dutch and Anon's blessing, I'm starting an open mic.
So, Ryder, big news. I think I found my purpose in life.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Thrashing you at poker? Shall I deal?
Ryder, I can read Gil's vital signs and give you an advantage during the game if you like.
Do it.
The Pathfinder has spoken. Ooh, were you holding out on me? You're pretty good at this.
Don't act so surprised.
Poker's lost me several friends over the years. The only one who still plays me is my buddy Jill. I know, Jill and Gil.
Who's Jill? She's here in Andromeda?
Yep. Been awake since the start. Jill's a fertility expert. Heads the initiative CRC. My only real friend from back home. I bet 50.
I call. The CRC?
Colonial Repopulation Committee. She's always teasing that I'm making her job harder. Says if I'm not making babies, I'm part of the problem. We have that kind of relationship.
Sounds kind of disrespectful. It doesn't bother you?
Nah, she's like family. Supports me unconditionally. We just ride each other like that. You should meet her. You'll see. She's amazing. Another 100.
He's bluffing.
I call.
Oof, nice. That one's yours. Well, the winning streak's over. You beat me, Ryder, fair and square. Guess I continue searching for my true purpose in life.
Cards went my way. Beginner's luck.
Peddle that somewhere else. You're no beginner. Jill's gonna lay into me hard when she hears you won. I'll just tell her this proves how bad a player she is.
Ouch. Have fun. And thanks for the game.
Wow, where did you find those? Never mind, don't answer that. I think they're straight from the Milky Way. Drinks are fizzing tonight.
Get drunk again.
What do you want?
Hey there. Drinks are fizzing tonight.
Oh, it's you. Take a break, Pathfinder. Everyone easy. It's not the best quality, but we don't have any options.
An expedition to Eos in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious facility that authorities are calling a vault. scientists, how was Saria Basale?
What we activated in the vault drastically improved the atmosphere on Eos.
This is HNS.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating.
Must be great.
You've had a year. Congratulations are in order. Peaceful contact with the Angara. It's everything the initiative stands for.
Given how the Kett are treating us, we can't afford any more enemies.
I'm not sure we can afford any. We are not equipped for war. In the meantime, I am eager to forge diplomatic ties with the Angaran people. We need any allies we can get. Did you have some other business?
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the Kett or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
I know where.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership. When the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we called them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Jean Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted.
Okay.
We are the bravest souls each species. But she persevered. While we cannot promise they will find it, as a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
That's all.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commissary. Pathfinder has died.
No, it is... Hello again, Pathfinder.
How are we doing on the viability front?
Struggling. Need I remind you that viability isn't abstract? It's lives, our foothold. Get out there, Ryder. Pathfind. We're dying.
Director Addison?
Pathfinder. Pathfinder.
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
We send them where you signal, because that's where the need is. There's no time for preference. Havarl is a draw for the research-minded, despite there being so little established. It remains unusual despite the corrected vault. It may yet be a surprising producer. We shall see.
Director Addison?
Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Any logistics updates? R2 hitting the hour.
How many times have I told you this story?
343.
Wait, what? You be keeping count? Good job. That's not funny.
Good job on the outpost. Maybe Addison will let you know.
What do you mean?
She's been pretty upset about not having an initiative outpost established yet. Understandable, if you ask me. I'm just glad she's got work to focus on now.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station
like her
functional,
outfit.
or as functional as possible,
Cool. I like
considering.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan, ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them, either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
And they seem to genophage.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Nothing more for now.
Try not to die out there.
Glad to see you finally. I hear you've been busy out there.
That's one word for it.
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy.
It's the latest in the Ket.
Out
This
of all
Archon
the
up there
people in
seems
this
like a decent
game,
target. It appears that he's interested in you. Why?
I don't know what it is.
How
I
does he
always
even
like
know about you?
Turians.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Well, I'm gonna get tired, but...
Secure message from intelligence. Requesting armor cam footage.
I'm gonna talk this.
Hey, Ryder, I'd like a moment.
Yes? Lieutenant Syax, right?
That's me. I'm putting together Apex strike teams to protect the people and assets you're setting up out there. We don't have a good sense of what we're up against and could benefit from your experience.
I'll have Sam upload our insights on the Ket, Remnant, and Outlaw forces we've encountered.
Thanks. You'll see. Apex will make a difference.
Well, it's been fun, but I hope you guys have a... It's been fun. If you liked the video, like it, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and tell your friends about this.
What am I going to do?
But it's been fun. It's been your friend, your boy, Beast Gamer, your friend. I don't know. I'm too tired to talk. But I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode.